Hey everyone, Ray the Dashing One Boy. Hope everyone's had a great Wednesday evening or Wednesday, and all the drivers have done well at dashing, etc. If you made a few quid and made it worthwhile being out. I didn't get started till about 5:30 this evening, thereabouts, maybe a tad later than that out. Excuse me. Yeah, it seemed a bit of a struggle tonight. I did get some. It's midweek and it's not always that brilliant, not for food delivery, but I did get straight into it. I did get straight into working. Said to my wife, I'm not going to go delivering pizzas tonight because it's a bit awkward to carry it when one's got this on. Still flipping hurts a lot. Actually hurts quite a lot. But anyway, took a few pain pills and that helped. Eventually helped when I eventually got something to drink to take them. But anyway, regardless, I think... the Mint, that was where I went and parked over and I got a job from there. That was quite good. And it bloody typical. Have you been normally like there's smaller packages to deliver? Every time I went to the Mint tonight, it seemed to be the biggest packages I've ever picked up. Jeez. But yeah, I went there several times. Actually did an alcohol delivery from there. It was a second or third order they'd taken from them. And I went over to Blue Springs, went a ways. And there was alcohol in it. And had to get the geezer to give me his ID. It said on the notes to leave it on his doorstep. He gave good instructions where to find his house and how to find his house. And yeah, I got up there and it was like, well, easy to find it. Mind you, it was the corner house. It's always easier to find the corner house. But anyway, I texted him before I left and saying that DoorDash I texted him because I'd seen the thing when I got up to the Mint. I just clicked on it and it says there's an alcohol delivery, make sure to verify the customer's details. So I sent him a text or message through the system before I went into the Mint, excuse me. And said, I can't leave it at your door. Got to have your ID. Got to verify your ID according to DoorDash. Anyhow, I never heard anything from him. And got up to his house. I mean, like I said, it was a little ways out there. 8-9 miles or something like that. And got up there and parked on his in front of his garage, and you had to walk around the other side to get around the front of his house. And he came to the door and gave me his ID and took a picture. Well, I didn't take a picture. It just as soon as you get on the front of it, it scans it and goes up into DoorDash land. Came back and said, it was all ready to hand to him. So glad that thing's working properly again. I know last year when I'd first used it, it was a royal pain in the rear end to use. But now all you have to do is just, when they bring out their driver's license, if you've not done it, you just put the scanner thing on it with your phone. It just comes up as part of the DoorDash system. And then as soon as it detects the front of the driver's license, it just goes scan successful or something like that, and it's okay to carry on with the rest of the delivery. In other words, give it to him. Because if I hadn't got it then, if it had been wrong, I wouldn't have been able to give it to him. Even though the geezer was clearly flipping old enough for it. Anyway. His little dog came out. His little dog, flipping daft little thing, came out, looked like a Scottish Terrier. And they looked like little scruffy dogs. Funny little things, but anyway. Came out and he was okay, stood there, and then when I went to leave, it starts barking. Daffy. Maybe it's saying goodbye. Or where's mine? But yeah, so that one was a lot easier. And as we drove in to get to this bloke's house, someone had some like Halloween decorations still out. So on the way back out, got my wife to take pictures of them because it was on her side of the van. And then I saw some Christmas lights further up the road, so I did a turn and went up there and saw those. I guess maybe they're starting very early. But then again, I've always been early, haven't I? Couldn't be bothered to take them off last year. They were on there pretty tight. I think they've loosened up a bit now though, but anyway, they'll stay there. Thinking of putting some lights on the van as well this year. I saw several vehicles last year that had Christmas lights. They've been made them look flipping pretty fun. So I might do that. But I said I'd do that last year, but I never did. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I never know what's going to happen, so I don't see why anyone else should know before me. So, yeah, done a few orders, done some from the mint, as I said. Crikey, where else did I go? Didn't do Wingstop. Oh, did one from Red Lobster. Haven't been to Red Lobster. Actually, I thought I'd escaped. Thought I'd got away from the area. I got kicked off because it was, I think my time finished at 8:30 and I forgot to extend it. And so the mat just went bloody grey, and it stayed grey for a while, and I just sat outside the mint for a while because that was where I was parked when it went off. And waited and I finally decided to move on. I didn't want to do the other apps tonight. I just sat there for that one. And had enough going on. I didn't want to mess about with the other ones. But anyway, yeah, so I moved on from there. And can't remember what else I bloody delivered. I know there was something else rather than a mint. But anyway, as I said, went to get out of town, and the map went, the DoorDash app map went red that it was busy in the area again, and so I switched it on and got one for Red Lobster. I went, well, that ain't going far. Actually, that one's going behind the mint, so I'll do that. It was like $12.50, something like that. Yeah. So anyway, I got over to Red Lobster. I haven't been there for a long time. Got in there and go up to the bar where you pick up all the food, pick-up orders from. And the bar person behind the bar goes, what's the name on it? I'm not sure. Oh, apparently I forgot to turn DoorDash off. Anyway, so I went on, I can't read that, so I went, here you go, that one. So she looked at it and went, whoa, okay. Anyway, so we just looked on the stickers on the ones that she had there. And anyway, it was actually turned out to be a catering order. So, that was alright. So anyway, I went to deliver that one, and I've delivered to this house several times. I guess this person must order a lot. Anyhow, I get up to, it's in a cul-de-sac, not too far from the Mint. And so I get to this cul-de-sac, and the map shows that I'm right outside this address. Well, I've shined the headlights on this house, going to walk up to it, and as I get out of the van, some bloody snotty-nosed little kid comes out, and wonder why I had the lights on his car. And I went, he's got some food for you. No, we never ordered any. Okay, well. So I asked him what his address. No, hang on. I said to him, is this your number? And he went, no, that's not us. Must be, he says, I think it's that one next door. I went, all right. He was right, it was that one. Unlike Lurch that flipping time, he actually knows where, what the addresses are in his street. In his small little housing area. Anyway, so yeah, just went up to that one, put the food on the porch, and yet another house that didn't seem to have much lighting on it, or any. But luckily, when you go to take a picture of the food, you can switch the light on when you take a picture of it. So anyway, yeah. So don't always believe the app. It was normally it's all right, but cul-de-sacs, it gets a little bit disorientated, I think. And it don't help that I'm disorientated half the time either. But anyway. But yeah, so delivered that one, and that one turned out to be $7 instead of the $12 and something I accepted it as. Because it wasn't going far. But anyway, $12 and something I took it for, and it turned out to be 17 and something. Of course, I'll put them all up here. Somewhere on here, be here. Oh, crikey, I can't remember what else I've picked up, though. Kind of all been the Mint. Maybe it was. Anyway, so didn't do a whole lot tonight, but what I did do, people seem to be paying pretty well. For a Wednesday, people were tipping pretty darn well. So that was real nice. Didn't make quota tonight, but got fairly close to it, but wasn't that for too many hours. And I was somewhat restricted, so some of that was down on me anyway. So, but anyway, what have we got? We got more news of a new restaurant coming to the area. It's going to be taking over an existing business, I suppose, or at least their old shop. And yeah, I'm not sure when it's coming, but it sounds ripping good. So that one will be over at the old Scratch Bakery. I just took a drive past there, and yeah, it was indeed the number that was listed that's going to be there. And blimey, I already forgot the name of it. But anyway, they're going to be doing gyros. I'll take a picture and put it up here. I call them gyros for some reason or other. They're known as euros or heroes or something. Either way, it don't flipping make any sense. To me, it's spelled gyros, and that's how I'm bloody well saying it. So don't bother to write in and tell me that it's not flipping gyros. You know what I mean? When you see a gyroscope, you don't call it a heroscope or a euroscope. It's a bloody gyroscope. So don't care. That's what it's called. If you spell it gyro, that's what it is. Anyway, in England, it's called a kebab. So anyway, looking forward to that place coming. That sounds like an interesting place. Also saw some. I think it's like a chain restaurant too, which I'm not too keen on. I mean, they've got enough bloody chain restaurants as it is. I'm kind of fed up with chain restaurants. We need more individuals, family-owned places. We need more of those to be around. I mean, once they start getting to franchises or to just corporate level businesses, they kind of just lose their way, and it's just people in there just consider it a job. That's it. Whereas if it's done that, and they don't care about the quality. I mean, yeah, it'll be fun for fun and taste all right for the first month or two, but then after that it starts petering out and it just becomes a building that ain't worth going to. So I think I rather like going to the family-owned places, the smaller businesses, because with them it's their livelihood. They probably would have, well, they definitely would have spent a lot of money trying to set themselves up, getting the lease on the building, getting all the kitchen equipment done. If it's a sit-down restaurant, then they've got to get all the tables and all that been bought, plus all the bloody advertising, and all the equipment, other equipment like dishes and knives and forks and things, cutlery and coffee machines and whatever other machinery that they got to get. And then they just got to rely on the word to get around. As much as they push it, they still got to wait for people to come in the door. And at the moment, with the price of things, it's becoming a struggle, I'm sure. Definitely, but it's got to be becoming a struggle. But anyway, yeah, this new restaurant will be coming to town, and not sure when it's going to be coming. That part I didn't get to read anywhere as of yet, but it's definitely coming apparently. And I'm quite flipping surprised that Scratch Bakery's going. I thought Scratch Bakery actually made food for other restaurants. Like, I'm sure that it was them that made the food or the bakery items for the roastery over at not Westport, over the other side off of Southwest Boulevard, where they've got the great big airplane. It's the Southwest Boulevard Brewery. But and they got some really good flipping stuff to eat there too. I haven't been for a while, but it's really good. But yeah, so that'll be another new one. And then, of course, we got our other new bloody coffee shop coming to, or that's in Lee's Summit, down up on corner of Langsford and Todd George, next to Subway and all that there. Maybe catty corner to Casey's. But called Baxter's Coffee and Donuts. I don't know if it's actually open yet. I know on their website it said it was opening in this fall. But again, that's another chain place. And how many bloody flipping coffee shops does Lee's Summit need? I mean, for crying out loud, you got several flipping scooter coffee shops. You got several Starbucks coffee shops. And then you got the smaller enterprises. I mean, the one I tend to go towards is the Adventure Cafe. It's a lot more interesting of a coffee shop to go to for sure. And they do other drinks and that in there. But I mean, you can go, that's actually quite a neat little place. I haven't spent so much time in there recently, but it's right next door to the Mint down there on Rice Road. and you also got Pizza Hut on the other up on the corner in that little shopping centre. But they do board games and that in there, so you can sit down there and have a game of I don't know, Monopoly or something. They got loads of they got a whole load of games in there. I can't imagine. I couldn't name probably a 5 of them, but they got shelves full of different games, and you just go there, and you can actually rent a room if there's a group of you. You can either sit in the front and play a game. I mean, it costs to play the games, etc. I mean, they didn't buy those or collect those out of the goodness of their hearts. I mean, they want you to pay to sit there, but it's not a lot at all. Not a lot. I mean, it's $1 or $5, something like that. And yeah, you need to go to it. They've got a whole stack of stuff there. And the geezer that runs the place is part owner is JR. And JR used to be part of the Renaissance Festival, so he's a character, so he'll be able to share with you some stories of what happened with him in the Renaissance, and yeah, real knowledgeable bloke on it too, and certainly knows the equipment in his building, and which I'm sure of if he went to Starbucks, they had no bloody clue how things work, etc. I mean, I didn't have no clue how the stuff works, and I can tell you how your car works, but I can't tell you how the machine in your darn coffee machine works. But yeah, go in that one. I mean, out of all the coffee shops in the area, definitely go to the Adventure Cafe. Any of these new coffee shops, they'll fizzle out. They're just not. They don't have the character of being of a. Let's put some other light on. Of having a of what they have at the Adventure Cafe. I mean, I like it there. I like the people in there. It's just a neat place to hang out, and their drinks are really good, really good. I can't stay in here too many, go in there too many times, because they've got some real delicious drinks in there that they can certainly put my weight up a little bit, although I've lost it recently. But yeah, definitely just want to keep it local as well. All these people, all these out of town flipping places, I don't know. I'd just rather not deal with it any of that. I'd rather keep it all local. Maybe it's because of where I came from. I came from Wimbledon, back there in southwest London. Now, where everybody knows is the tennis. And when I was growing up, we had the shop across the road, a corner shop, and we eventually got into doing newspapers and that, but we used to go up to the paper shop as well. And they were all individually owned. Whichever newspaper shop I went to, they were all individually owned. Corner shop was individually owned. In fact, that corner shop, Hayden Stores, I knew it way before like the family bought it, and then when Gil's mum and dad bought it, then I got to know Gil. He's an Indian fella, and I grew up with all around him, all around his family, and everybody knew one another. So, and then if I went to the greengrocers, whichever greengrocers I went to, which is where you got all your vegetables and whatever, and they were all individually owned. It was a lot better that way. I think it was a heck of a lot better that way. And going to all this big flipping shop stuff, Yeah, we used to go to Tesco's. That was just like another Safeway in a way. Actually, what's it called? Oh, yeah, and then we got Aldi's as well, but not Aldi's. Well, we do have Aldi's. Damn, I can't remember what they call the damn place. But anyway, it's basically the European flipping or the British it's owned by Walmart basically. You go in there every now and again, but that was later on in years. But no, for the most part, I would go to the individual places. It was a lot better. Everybody knew one another, and people had pride in the food or whatever they were selling. They had pride in doing it. If there was a problem, they would deal with it. But I just don't like the big corporate stuff. Just not too keen on it. But so yeah. So any time I'm gonna be obviously noting more about the individuals. I'll go to probably this new place that opens whenever it quietens down. Probably it'll be a fad for people to be there for a couple of months. They'll just go crazy and want to fill the place out because it's something new. But if it's one of those bloody corporate places or franchised places, it'll fizzle out. The fad will fizzle out, or something else new will come along. But they don't, like for the Adventure Cafe, they don't have something really to bring people in. And what I mean by that is that with the Adventure Cafe, for example, they have something there for people to go and enjoy. I mean, any coffee shop that you go into usually, what have they got? Pictures, if you like Starbucks, for example. I can't say Starbucks because I don't go in. Last time I went into a Starbucks, I spit it back out and went to another coffee shop and asked them to take away the flipping taste of what I just had. However, I do like their caramel drink. But anyway, but I can get that at the Adventure Cafe, so yeah, I mean, if you go to the Adventure Cafe, they've got all those games. You can sit down and play a game. You can go in there and play on your phone if you like too. You sit there, you can have a chat with JR or whoever's serving in there. And just sit there and enjoy it, or sit in there and read a book, whatever you want to do. But it's a lot better than going to a corporate place for sure. Yeah, that's what I think. So I'm always going to promote the smaller businesses because that's what I like better. People have worked hard to get to there. I'm sure they have with the corporate ones too, but it's taken them several years to get to that stage. But once they get to that stage, then they start to lose their quality. Whataburger, there's a prime bloody example. Whataburger, everybody was ripping, oh yeah, Whataburger's coming down, yeah, we've got Whataburger coming in. Oh yeah, then there's queues and queues of flipping people going to this bloody place. And they got one in Independence, they got one in Blue Springs, they got one in Overland Park or wherever. There's loads of them around, but the one in Lee Summit, what an absolute shithole. I mean, I don't know, for a company that is somewhat locally owned, there should be someone there. They shouldn't be leaving it to kids to flipping run. And it's not really to have a go at the kids, because I'm sure they flipping, if they had some flipping teaching behind them and someone there to actually show them what to do, then the place wouldn't be such a flipping crap hole. It's just, I ain't been in there for a while. And I'm going back to local places in Lee Summit. Bella's. If you've not been to Bella's Italian. Absolute wonderful place. People in there. It's another locally owned place, and it's a lovely place to go to. If you want to go in there for lunch, they do a great lunch trip in there, and get a cheaper version, I think is what it is. I can't remember. Lunch specials. But get yourself a cup of their coffee. Their coffee is really good. Oh, it's really good. Keep you awake for hours though. But they do a nice lasagna in there. Their ravioli's real nice and that. But go hungry, because it's even at lunch it'll fill you up. I mean, I generally take mine away because there's always too much of it. If I eat all of that, I'll be napping for the afternoon, which isn't good if you're trying to VIP and deliver food. But yeah, that's another great local place that I like, or that we like. As well as the Greenwood Tea Room too. That one's down there. It's a little bit, not part really Lee Summit, but it's only just outside. We deliver there a lot. But yeah, another locally owned place. Although it's getting bigger and losing its individual thing. Anyway, it's a nice place to go. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to go in. I think I've said enough. Said a lot more than I thought I was going to say. But I'll stop by. Whoops, at the back. Stop by there tonight. Weekends. I got there just before they closed and said that I'm going to have some of those. I think I need some. Wash it down with some glasses of water and a bottle or two of water, and I think, and some more pain pills, and I think that'll be me for the night. Anyhow, so thanks for watching. Any new drivers that need tips and tricks, etc., feel free to text me or send a message through this darn thing. And, yeah, see what we can do to help. But all I can say to the new drivers at this point is you don't have to take every order. Don't take every order. Set your goal. Set your minimum goal. Mine is $6.50. And if the peak pay happens to goes to up $1, then it goes up $7.50. You don't want to be delivering the $2.50 orders, the $3 orders, whatever, any of those, because you're just going to run yourself ragged, run your vehicle into the ground. You're not going to have enough money to pay for the bloody thing to get repaired. And with petrol actually going back up again, I noticed that again earlier. Yesterday I think it was like $3.15, something like that. Tonight I noticed it on the way out, it was like $3.40 a gallon, or thereabouts. So I only went up 20 cents, but that's enough. 23, 25 cents, but that's enough. Anyway, alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'll no doubt be back on there soon. Alright, cheers. Oh, don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so you get warned of when the new videos come out. Alright, cheers for watching. Ta-da.